What's up again, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers collectors? Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Saturday for another product review here on the channel. Today we're going to be finally reviewing the 30th anniversary Ghostface Gen 1 remake mask, whatever you want to call it, the 30th anniversary Ghostface mask, the Gen 1 remake, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be reviewing that today. But before we start, please smash the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Hit the comments below. Share these videos with everyone you know so we continue making more horror content here on the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram for more horror content. And yeah, let's begin, guys. So yeah, as most of you know already, I bought the 30th anniversary costume. That also comes with the... I mainly bought it because of the mask. I wanted the mask because the two masks I ordered from Crypt Keepers are barely going to get sent out. Barely. So I really wanted a mask already, you know, for a Scream 96 fan film as well. So I just got the 30th anniversary costume. We reviewed that a few days ago. I'm also going to be doing a comparison video with the 25th anniversary rope, but that's later on. Today we're reviewing the 30th anniversary mask. Yeah, it's finally here. It's finally out. I remember when they announced this mask back, I want to say back like in, I don't know, I'm guessing earlier this year, like around February, March, around that time. I remember hearing, oh yeah, there's going to be a new 30th anniversary Gen 1 Ghostface mask, you know? And I was like, dude, hell yeah, perfect, because I could finally own a Gen 1 mask again. I could finally own a Gen 1 mask. I remember owning a Gen 1. I remember having my Gen 1, my Gen 2s, the Fantastic Faces, the Fearsome Faces lines from Fun World back in the 90s and stuff. It didn't start getting tagged Scream until a little bit after the movie came out. I remember that. I was born 91, so I was around most of the 90s. And before Scream came out, yeah, the masks were labeled either Fantastic Faces, that pink card, or Fearsome Faces, the card with like the ghost face mask on it, you know, glowing. That's what they were labeled as back in the day. That's what the masks are called. It wasn't until the first Scream movie came out, that's when the cards started being labeled as seen in the motion picture movie Scream, you know? That's when they started labeling them as just as Scream or Ghostface, you know? But before that, it was just called the Fantastic Faces, the Peanut-Eyed Ghostface mask, or the Edward Munch painting mask. You know, if you guys are familiar with the Edward Munch painting, the guy's standing in the boardwalk and he's like in the sun and he's like going like this. Yeah, so that's what this mask was originally based on. And that's what the mask was originally called and tagged as back in the 90s, 95, 94, before the movie came out. Yeah, it wasn't until about like, what, I want to say, I think 97 is when they started tagging them Scream, I think, because the first Scream movie came out in 96, December. So yeah, that's what I remember from that time. But yeah, guys, but I'm so happy that Fun World finally gave us this mask. We've been asking for it for years. I remember having like I said earlier, I remember having my Gen 1 and my Gen 2s. I sold them back in 2011. I sold them back in the day. I used to party a lot, and I sold them for party money, you know, drinking money and stuff like that. So, you know, I didn't cherish my masks, you know, and those are the only masks I had from leftover from the 90s, you know, my original Gen 1 Ghostface mask. And then my Scream 2, the Gen 2 mask. What is it? And then I think I also had a Scream 3 mask. Yeah, but I sold all that back like 15 years ago, and today, to this day, I regret it. But I don't feel as bad anymore because now we have this mask, guys. Now we have this mask. It's literally the same mask. It's literally the same mask that I had back in the day, dude. It's literally the same mask. As you guys can see, this is the version that comes with the costume. It's not the tagged hooded version. I'm still waiting on those. But yes, dude. Yes. It's literally pretty much the same mask, though. Although the Gen 2s did look a little different. I think the Gen 2 Scream 2 masks had more wider eyes, I think. And the Gen 1 Ghostface mask had the more squintier eyes. More deformities to it, I guess, you know. And the more shiny mouth and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a great mask. It's a great remake. Like I said, I don't feel like it. Let's take it out. Let's take it out finally. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Instantly transported back to 1990, early 97. Like early 97. Remember, Scream 1 came out in 96, December. So it was like around early 97, the spring 97, when I think I started first seeing the masks tagged as Scream, from what I remember. But you could correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I remember. That's what I remember. Look at the mask, bro. The mask looks great. The mask looks great. It has all those, what is it? It has all those, what is it called? It has all those imperfections that made the original Ghostface mask perfect. You know, it has the dimples right there. Sorry, guys, I was in the wrong frame right there. It has the, yeah, you can straight see the dimples right there. Look, it has the dimples right there. Has the dimple on the mouth right there. Remember that exact dimple on the original mask as well. It has that little kind of like eye dimple bump right here as well. It's got that squinty little eye right here as well. It's got the hand-cut eyes. It's got the really shiny mouth that the original Gen 1 mask had. God, it smells like vanilla. It's got the original stamp. Guys, look, it might be hard to see. It might be kind of hard to see right here because of the lighting. But it's got the original Gen 1 stamp. Look. What does it say? Fun World Division. Copyright Fun World Division. That's how the original Gen 1 mask had the Fun World logo stamped on it. It was kind of like round, like a sun or a rainbow going around, you know, instead of the whole letters like right here like it does modernly. Let me check a modern mask. Yeah, the modern mask has like the letters lined up, but this doesn't. This is the original style of the mask, the original way they had the logo back in the day. God, bro, I'm so in love with this mask. I love it so much, dude. When I first got the costume, first thing I got out was the mask, dude. Dude, I was instantly transported to 96, bro. Well, 96, like, nah, yeah, I was saying 97 better. 97, well, yeah, because I did have the older masks as well, but, like, it didn't become like they didn't become like a cultural phenomenon until the first Scream movie came out, you know what I mean? But yeah, instantly transported back to the late 90s, mid 90s, you know, when these masks weren't a thing, or when they were barely becoming a popular thing, as you know what I mean? Because of the first Scream movie. It's a lot of nostalgia for me, dude. A lot of nostalgia. This mask reminds me a lot of the mask that is shown in the scene where when Sydney's getting attacked by Ghostface in her house. Remember, and he knocks her down, then he headbutts her, and he's about to stab her. That scene where Ghostface is just looking down. That shot. Look, check it out right here, guys. You guys saw that? You guys saw that shot? This mask reminds me a lot of that mask. It looks just like the original Fun World Gen 1 mask from the 90s, dude. From the 90s. I just love the hand-cut eyes. Like, this is what I mean. The older Ghostface masks, the Gen 1s, they look scarier. It looks scarier because it looks like a ghost in pain. Look at that. It looks like a ghost in pain. It looks like a ghost in pain. Compared to the newer Ghostface masks, he looks more surprised now. Right here, this mask, that's what I think made the first Scream movie a little more scarier, is that the mask looks somewhat like in pain. You know what I mean? It looked kind of melancholy, just like I said in the other video. Just like the Michael Myers mask in the original Halloween '78, the mask didn't look evil. It just looked kind of sad sometimes, you know. And that's what this mask looks like. It looks sad and in pain, you know, at the same time. Like this really melancholic look to it. I really love it, dude. I love this mask. It also reminds me of the mask from when Tatum gets attacked in the garage and she turns around and sees Ghostface after he shuts the garage door. And he's just standing there. Like, check it out. Check out the shot. Y'all saw that? Dude, they nailed it. They nailed it. Like, oh my God, that mold they use these for. Oh my God, I hope they take care of that mold, bro. And then also, these masks don't have tassels on them. Remember, guys, the original Fantastic Faces and Fearsome Faces and the original Gen 1s that were released for the Scream 1 line, they all had the tassels. Remember that, guys? They all had the tassels right here that you could tie on the back of your head like a ninja, you know? These don't have tassels. Look at that. These don't have the tassels on the sides. You see that? No tassels on the sides. So what they're doing here is they're doing what they do in the movies. They remove the hoods and they just use hoods with no tassels on them that just grip onto the head. But I think they did use a mask with some tassels. The scene where Sydney gets attacked in the bathroom at school. I was reading somewhere online that that mask did have tassels on him. That mask did have tassels on him. So some do have tassels, some don't, you know. But I think in the more modern movies, like I want to say like probably since like Scream 5. I think since like Scream 5 is when they started using more. That's what I think. Because I think in the older movies, even Scream 2 and Scream 3, some of the masks still had tassels on them. But like I think in around Scream 5 is when I think they actually started using more of these modified masks with no tassels. But correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, bro, the mask looks great though. I love it, bro. I love it. I can't wait to play Billy in my Scream 96 fan film. It's almost here. We're just trying to see if we could find one more actress that looks like Maureen. Trying to get as close as possible. We got our Billy. That's me. We got our Stu. That is gonna be my brother. We got our Ghostface, which is gonna be a few of my friends. You know, different people could play that. But yeah, dude, hell yeah, this mask. Oh, dude, Fun World. Thank you so much, RJ from Fun World. Thank you so much for re-releasing this mask. Also inside, guys. Inside, check out the inside. It's just like basically the inside. It's just like any other standard Ghostface mask. You know, you got your little string right here, you know, to keep the mask on your head. You got that little, we got a new version of it this time. Look, you got the mouth thingy that keeps the mouth shape intact, you know, so it doesn't get all squished and flat like the masks used to. So back in the day, they didn't put these in the costume masks. They didn't have this. So when you would buy a Ghostface costume, the mask would be all flat. The mouth would be all flat. So they started adding these things to keep the shape of the mouth, which is a smart idea. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, like I said though, the inside is just like any other standard Ghostface mask, stitching for the hood, the eye mesh. The eye mesh is pretty dark though. I love it. I tried on the mask with my 25th anniversary robe because that's the one that's rehauled to look like the 96 one. I still got a rehaul on my 30th anniversary. Got add the drawstrings and stuff. But yeah, I tried it on, bro. It looks screen accurate. It looks just like the 96 costume. It looks just like the 96 costume. It looks just like the 96 mask. Oh my god, dude, this is just so awesome. I also want to do a quick little comparison to the more modern ones. Check it out, guys. You see? Look at that. Look at the difference. Look at the difference in the masks. This is what I meant earlier, is that the original Fun World Ghostface mask looked more like in pain. It looked more like sad. You know what I mean? And these newer ones look more sleek. You see that? They look more surprised. They look more surprised. They do not look like this. Look at that. This is because the masks back then the eyes were hand cut. The eyes were hand cut. Obviously now you could tell it's done by a machine, you know, with the exact precision, or however you say precision. But yeah, dude, yeah, honestly, I think I like the look of the OG mask more, the OG look. You know, this is 90s right here. This is straight up Ghostface from the 90s, you know? This is like, these are like the more modern Scream 5, Scream 6, Scream 7 masks, you know what I mean? So they're more sleek, more like, like they got sharper edges, you know what I mean? This one is a little more like it looks more hand done. Looks more hand done, but it looks great, bro. They both look great. I love them both. Like I was saying earlier, look. The letters down here are different. The Fun World, let me see, the Easter Unlimited Inc. made in China. Yeah, the Easter Unlimited logo is different right here. It's all like the letters are all kind of like in a crawl, like the Star Wars crawl, and then the Fun World logo, it's like a rainbow going like around the mouth. I love it though, bro. I love this mask. I love that they come with Velcro too now. It's just so awesome, bro. Look at that. Looks great. Trying to get a thumbnail here. Yeah, it looks great, bro. I love it. I love it. What do you guys think of Sydney's house back there? I love it though. I love it. Next coming up is also my comparison video, the 30th anniversary costume compared to the 25th anniversary. All right, thank you so much, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface, and Michael Myers Collectors, for joining me here on the channel again for another product review video on this beautiful Saturday. Today for my 30th anniversary Fun World Ghostface Father Death Mask, whatever you want to call it. Like I always say, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Hit the comments below. Share these videos with everyone you know so we continue making more horror content here on the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram for more horror content. And I'll catch you guys on Horror Sundays, guys. Take care.